Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy James from Forte, and as you can see, I'm back with my boy Nyshawn. And if y'all haven't watched the cinematic video we did on his brand new G87 M2, need to go watch that. I'll be throwing in some clips right here, so y'all can check that out while we're talking. But today we're gonna talk about a new mod he just put on his car. When I did do that video, a lot of y'all was talking about, yo, is he driving a 4x4? Like, what's going on? Is this a lifted truck? Y'all was trying to clown him in the comments on the suspension, but he just got that fixed. So I'm gonna throw in some clips of what it looks like now, so y'all can't be clowning him no more. We can't be having my boy ride around, you know what I'm saying, looking like that.
Yeah.
So we went with the I say we, this ain't even my car. Sean went with the MSS hybrid kit, and he got it from Ben at RG Sport. So if you guys don't know, Ben at RG Sport is like the GOAT. He's on all the forums, he's super active, and he can definitely help you out when you're looking for an item. So Ben, you know, helped Nyshawn get this suspension kit dialed in, get it sent out to him really quick. And I actually dealt with Ben back when I had my G87. Me and him worked and did some stuff on that before too. So Ben's a good guy, so y'all can hit him up, and he can definitely help you find what you need for any BMW car. So Nyshawn, you got the MSS hybrid. How was the install process?
So the install process, and I guess we can roll a little bit.
Yeah, we can do that.
Because I want to see how much the camera bounces or doesn't bounce. So it'll be your guess, but we'll roll a little bit and we'll close the exhaust. We'll ride around like normal people today, right? So install process. I've done suspension, Haas kit, a whole bunch of stuff. Probably my last 6 vehicles minus the X3. Mm-hmm. And in general, installing a Haas kit is the same everywhere you go. The MSS kit was slightly easier.
Okay.
A little daily pull, because I know there's a cop up there.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
So the difference with the MSS hybrid kit, and I don't know if it differs from their other kits, you're not replacing the rear bump stop. It's using the stock rear shock setup. So all you have to do is drop the rear control arm, take the stock spring out, put the new hybrid spring in, which is 2 separate springs, and put it back together. So it makes it a little bit quicker.
Okay.
The front install is just like any other kit. What I will say is with the hybrid adjustable or height adjustable spring kit, you're removing the stock spring perch and putting on the new one. And that's general for any kit, right? With theirs, it's a lot easier to get on. It almost slides all the way into place, and you use a soft mallet and you pound it down about another inch and a half, and then you secure it. It was a lot smoother of a process, I'll say.
Take it to Pound Town. Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. But small Pound Town, right? Why are our videos always go to So yeah, the install, let's put it this way. I did the KW kit on the M4. It took 6 to 8 hours. Okay. I did this kit with recording, with taking breaks, stopping to go get a tool that I absolutely didn't need. 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So realistically, the front working hours, when I wasn't even an hour, 45 minutes front, each side, right? The back, because there is a long bolt that you need to get out from that bottom control arm, the inner bolt, and you have to drop the exhaust down a little bit to get to it because the valves are in the way. It's keeping it from extracting all the way out. Takes about an hour 15 for the rear. If you know exactly what you're doing, you just go in there. But it's not a hard job, and compared to other kits, I say it's a little bit easier. And the thing here that makes that kit special is the hybrid part of it. So they've had MSS has springs, they have their traditional Haas kit, and now they have the hybrid kit. So their traditional height adjustable spring kit comes with 2 different springs for the rear, which gives it kind of a hybrid nature where it essentially has 3 spring rates. I'm not that type of engineer, so I'm not going to argue with people on that, because there's some people saying that, well, they're stacked springs, so regardless, it's going to be 1 spring rate when they're together, and then others are saying it's a progressive spring setup. I'm not that technical. What I will tell you is it's not a helper spring. You have one shorter spring that has a stiffer spring rate with the larger spring that has a softer spring rate. What I can tell you from driving experience and having several different coilover and spring and height adjustable spring setups is that combination, front and rear, with two different spring setup or spring rates, it allows you to absorb those harsh, like hard bumps really, efficiently. But then it also lets you kind of swallow up those swoops and dips and the more subtle bumps that would normally unstabilize a car. And this was on stock springs. We went up to the mountains, and anytime I hit a bump, I did have some unsettling of the rear end, especially in corners. You can feel that. With this now, the car is much more planted. Granted, it's maxed out low in the front, and I have about 12 millimeters in the rear I could go down. So I guess some would say that's kind of an aggressive drop on this kit, but this kit doesn't really offer an aggressive drop. I think it offers the perfect drop for the wheels and the tires I have on it now.
Yeah, definitely looks good, man. Like I know I'll be just looking at it now after seeing it how it was before. Like this is it. It's dialed in to where it's supposed to be, man. And I know some people like it to be super slammed and sitting on top of the wheels. If it's a car you're gonna drive, that's not drivable. You know what I mean? So having like a little slight small gap is perfect to me, because you can daily it, you can drive it. You don't have to worry about too much of like rubbing it, chipping into your tire.
Exactly.
I mean, it's expensive. Tires are expensive, especially for cars like this. You're talking for a set of four anywhere from $1,800 to $2,000. So you don't want to just eat up tires like that.
Let me know when you find that deal. $1,800, $2,000.
$1,800, $2,000, depending. You know what I mean?
This month alone, tire discussions are sensitive. I'm at $3,000 with discount tire from Michelin's this month already.
What? Nah, bro.
Yeah.
They don't went up that much?
I bought four Pilot all-season 4s for the Audi. So those are 20s, and I had to buy another one, a 21, for the X3 last week.
Oh, that's right, because of the net.
So we ain't gonna talk about that. But you brought up a good point. Daily driving. So of course we shot rollers and all this other stuff since the suspension's been on, right? I made sure that I got close-ups of the wheels and hitting bumps purposely to see the actuation of the suspension and to see if the car is jostling side to side, so you can really see what this suspension is doing in comparison to like a traditional setup.
Gotcha.
And I will say it's you use the term upgrade when it comes to BMW driving dynamics very loosely. I will say this is an upgrade over stock in both comfort and performance. Definitely way less bouncy than stock. And again, we're in Sport Plus, and that's usually where I drive all the time. So all this is being shot while we're in Sport Plus.
Oh man, this is sport. This is comfy. Like I think this is probably, this is more comfortable than my M5. My M5 in Sport Plus was a little bouncy.
Yeah, and like that section right there is real bouncy. Stock, I would still be bouncing.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest difference I can call out right off the rip, is you don't have those residual bumps. You don't have the initial impact and then the settling.
Yeah.
This settles immediately. You're gonna get one impact. There's no residual bounce after that. Get back to it. It's planted. You're keeping the wheels down. You're keeping the suspension settled. That's what makes the difference on the performance side. It's not like you're getting crazy handling. People, I think people assume that because when you drop the car, lower center of gravity, and you're gonna be able to push it harder. No, you're increasing the limits of where the car is with this particular kit. That's the difference I feel like. On a flat surface, perfectly even, I don't think I can corner any harder because I dropped the center of gravity anymore. No, on a real condition, real track, real corners up in the mountains, wherever you're gonna drive aggressively, highway on ramps with all those bumps, this is much more settled. I'm not going around a corner and I hit a bigger bump and I get a little twitch. Not unless I'm trying to, but it's not because the suspension's unbalanced. It's because I'm kicking it out. That's where I see the value in this particular kit, and that's where the difference with the hybrid setup is. And then another point, we talked about Ben at RG Sport. He's helped me figure out a lot of paths to take with this and the X3M, and he tests a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
I know he says that he tests everything that's on the site. I'm not going to put words in his mouth, but I will say every time I've asked him about a product, he's been able to give me his personal POV plus customer POVs. He has a method to his madness, and what he does is he tries to get samples of products before he puts them on the site, before he becomes a distributor.
This is a nice little road.
Yeah. Let's see what it does. Ooh, this is a nice little road. That Tesla wasn't in front of us.
Yeah.
My bad, ADHD, I'm sorry. I saw curves and got wild. But no, he gives me his POV from, parts that have been installed on his vehicle, on customer vehicles. And he doesn't, he does have skin in the game as a distributor, but he could also tell me to get something else more expensive because he doesn't just sell MSS.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. You look at Evolve. They have this kit on just about all the G8Xs. Actually, I think all of them. They started with the springs, then they went with the first MSS kit, hybrid or height adjustable kit, and then now they have the hybrid kit, and that's what they're running on all of the G8Xs. They have the G81, the G87, all of them, and they could run anything they want. They can run KWs, they can run Bilstein, they can run whatever, but they're running this kit. And it's because I truly believe it's the best of all worlds. This is not a compromised ride, and you're not compromising on quality or daily ability. Also, we've done a few turns here. You haven't heard that clicking or anything.
None of that.
That not gonna say it's a KW thing. It could also just be completely related to install. But
if you told me this was stock suspension, I'd believe you.
Yeah, I would too. And if I told you the stock suspension was stock suspension, you think I had lowering springs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, but no, Ben pointed me in the right direction, and there's a reason that this kit costs just as much as you're a couple $100 away from getting a KW V3 set at that point. And a lot of people are like, why would you spend that much money on a Haas kit? Well, I retain, stock dampening control. I get height adjustability.
Yep.
And I get an improvement on ride quality. I think that's why, because no other kit's going to give you that.
Yeah, because all the coilover systems, you lose your EDC.
Yep. And we've had some problems on the G8Xs, at least personally with our friends that have KWs with the EDC delete kit. Doesn't always work.
Yeah.
It takes some finesse apparently, or maybe another, EDC delete kit or something. So that's why I went with this. Because even you, when I told you, I was like, oh, I'm going to go with this kit. You're like, what? Why is it so? That's a Haas kit. Why is it so expensive?
Yeah,
just get KWs. And that's our standard. That's our go-to. I'm tired of just doing what everybody does, without doing the research and understanding why.
Yeah, when you told me, like I said, when you told me you were doing an MSS kit, I had saw Evolve's video and some other videos people had it. But I know when I had my G80, the MSS kit, when it first came out, full disclosure, we keep it real on this channel, a lot of people didn't like it because it had nothing to do with the ride. They thought it rode great, but the height, it didn't lower the way it was, the way that they advertised it to lower. So I think there has been updates since then, but they had kind of tainted a little bit of my view on the MSS kit, to be honest. And then when he told me he was doing it, I was like, Then I was like, okay, let me do some research. I started doing some research. I was like, oh, this kit has been improved. I got a lot of stuff going on. So I was like, all right, we'll see what goes on. Then once he put it in and he told me that he enjoyed it, I was like, okay, all right, so it's legit.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the thing about me and you. We'll go back and forth about parts, cars, finances, whatever. And we'll give an opinion I don't know about that, and then we'll immediately go do some research oh, nah, you're right. You're right.
Most definitely.
And I was nervous too because I saw when people were installing the springs, and it's like, why is the front so high? That didn't even drop the front, but the rears look great. So now you got that Carolina squat going on in the M3, right?
Yeah. Then
similar thing with the first set of height adjustable springs. Better drop in the front, still not enough. It's like, this is a horrible negative rake. Okay, here's a bump coming up. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, like it took it and then it got rid of it.
Yeah, it was a series of bumps. It was a big enough bump for my dash cam to catch that as a vent because of the sensor or whatever. But that's it. You're not playing with that for the next 3 seconds, right? And now we're gonna be heathens and open up this exhaust. That's a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is a big difference.
Oh, shout out to Ben for that too. I think Ben's the one who told me to get the SST valve controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got on here now. That's awesome. Just connect through the mirror. I was also driving fast enough for the camera to say that was an event. All right, we'll close that.
Yeah, this feels smooth. And this is Sport Plus?
Yeah, this is Sport Plus.
Oh wow.
Sport Plus.
Yeah.
Everything.
Comfort probably feels like a luxury, like a true luxury car.
Let's see. I be honest, I don't know.
full sin.
This is comfort. This pedal, I hate the throttle response and comfort.
Yeah, comfort is like totally different.
God, like you really gotta hit the pedal. But yeah, overall, like I'm definitely happy.
Well, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Hope you guys appreciate it and enjoyed it. Like as always, please make sure to give my boy Nyshawn a follow. If you don't know who he is, now you know. And shout out again goes to Ben and RG Sport for getting this shipped out super quick, man. So we can go ahead and get up out of here, man. Oh, you got something to add?
Yeah. All right. So you know, I always take an opportunity to jab, you know, logistics and supply chain companies because that's the world I work in. I don't know what deal Ben has with FedEx. This is the only shipment in my lifetime from FedEx that was fast. So like, yeah, I got the tracking number and it was like, all right, yeah, it'll be here in 2 days. Nah, it got there in 2 days. Like,
yeah,
for real.
Yeah, that's rare.
I was like, yo, yeah, Ben, keep that deal, whatever you got going on, like from that's California rare. To Charlotte in 2 days with FedEx. And it wasn't like FedEx next day air, no, like just standard FedEx.
Bro, I've had FedEx be like, oh, it'll be there Tuesday. They don't show up Friday. And then the box be damaged.
And they got the nerve to update your tracking, like your item will arrive early. Like, you know, my last major experience with FedEx was my wheels for the F-82. I got 3 of them.
You got 3 out of the 4.
Yeah, I got 3 of them. And then, yeah, they don't make them anymore, so I couldn't get a replacement.
Crazy. Yeah. We're not here to FedEx. If you're watching, improve that. Y'all need to do better.
Yeah, better.
But yeah, man, we'll go ahead and get up out of here, man. Again, as always, appreciate you guys watching, and we'll holler at y'all later. Peace.